Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 3, Episode 3! First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink, trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $20 off your first month of wine. Also, please click like, please click subscribe, please click tell a friend, phone a friend option. Remember phone a friend?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I remember when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was like the biggest thing.
Ever.
So, this week, improv, the Bitchelor.
Should we talk about our new chairs?
Oh yes, yes, yes. We treated ourselves. So, the queens walk into the workroom to find ThorgyThorus.
The demise of Thorgy is, I mean, I was excited.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, this is better than I could imagine.
Oh my god.
So like half the queens are laughing off the fact that Thorgy drew a
very, like, you know, a picture of what that... She drew a picture.
Shangela's being very diplomatic.
Yep.
I'm not gonna hold it against her and
right.
all this
It
stuff.
really doesn't bother me that
and
much.
Kennedy is like,
I don't hold it against her at all.
I do.
you know what it was? I think Kennedy really got shook by being in the bottom.
Maybe.
And so everything was like really heightened for her.
Sure. I think Kennedy probably also was having had it a little bit already with some of the shenanigans that were going on, you know what I mean? And it just was a theme that'll keep building.
So this spawns the theme of the episode, which is that Milk has opinions and Kennedy does not like them.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's a clown. It's a joke, obviously.
No, I don't get it.
But because you're not a clown. Well, you look like a clown right now. But
No.
Milk was coming in hot.
Yeah.
I think I would have chosen Thorgy to stay. I find Thorgy's concepts and her looks much more exciting.
She's like basically like she could have done more than you ever will, and like she's a lot more talented. Like there was a lot going on.
Message.
Yeah, there was a lot that was said.
I feel like every time Milk talks, we need to put like subtitles under it. Of, like,
Yeah.
this is what I'm actually saying.
Exactly.
I find Thorgy's concepts and her looks much more exciting.
I was thinking about it last week. You know, Chi-Chi was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, Milk, you don't have a talent.
That's not what she said though either.
There were other people that didn't show as much talent.
Do you have any opinions if you want to share them?
Milk.
Your talent can't be Velcro.
It was a talent show. It was a variety show. And she was specifically talking about the performance, not about her as a queen in general. And I think that's the big distinction for me.
And Milk wasn't in the bottom.
Yes.
And is delusional. So she was like, whatever. Like, she wasn't in a place to take that personally.
Well, right.
From Chi-Chi.
Yes.
Where I feel like Kennedy was, on top of everything else,
In the bottom.
had
and
just
was
been
sensitive.
saved and was like, fuck you. This, more than any other season of Drag, like All Stars, with the way it's set up, is much more of a personal game.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
You have to
because
play,
they know each other
you have to
and
play
they
the
have
social game.
Yep.
As well as
You have to be nice. You have to. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, what goes around comes around.
I guess. Oh boy, we'll get there.
And Shangela keeps talking about Game of Thrones.
If Daenerys is gonna conquer the 7 kingdoms, she's gonna need allies. Me and my dragons can't do it alone.
And it's definitely reminded me of Chad being like, Happy Hunger Games.
Oh my
girls."
god,
And
that's
it's like,
right!
Oh, it's funny, one.
Happy Hunger Games, bitches!
Let's move on.
But isn't it funny still?
I mean, now, like, 10 years, how long has it been? Whatever.
I don't know.
5 years later.
Happy Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games. Like, at the time, I was like, shut up!
Yep.
But now I guess it's funny. I don't know.
But it's funny because we're making fun of her.
Yeah, it's not
So-
funny because I was like, yeah, keep saying it.
No.
I love it. It was
No.
like,
This is the Hunger Games, darling. Surely is. 12 tributes enter, 1 leaves. May the odds be ever in your favor.
okay, so Ben reveals who she would have picked, and she's like, oh, I would have picked Thorgy too. And they're like, oh, why? Long, silent pause.
Calculating pause.
well,
Gears
'cause I
turning,
think
turning.
she's-
How do I do this? How can I?
She's trying to not piss anybody off, you
Yep.
know?
Yep.
She was just like,
But what I don't understand is why didn't she just say what she was supposed to have said was her reasoning, where she
Yeah.
said, well, I at least have decided, if you all don't agree with me, to go by what the judges have said and who I think did the worst in the challenge.
Yeah.
So that's why it was so weird why she just wouldn't say why she sent her home. And then it was like, you tell me, Shangela, why did you send her home? Why did you do it? And it was like, what's going on here?
I don't know. Did you even say what your determining factor was?
Oh, why it's gotta be me? I was happy it was on you.
You get $10,000, so you have to say it first.
Shangela was like, oh, I don't want to tell you. They were like passing that hot potato back and forth, and I was like,
Why don't you ask Milk?
I think what the answer should be, I was going based on the judges' critiques, and Kennedy, you just slayed that runway, girl, so I had to keep you. That's the answer.
Sure.
You
just in
built
case.
Kennedy up.
Just in case.
You keep friends. You'd be like, I kept you because you're rad. Thorgy's not here. She can't be pissed.
Well,
I mean,
she will
she's
be.
gonna come back, but who cares? She's not gonna watch it in the interim where you're like, you know.
That's true.
She had a dinosaur on her head. That was the best
She was
part,
a ThorgyThorus.
A ThorgyThorus.
That just sounds like thesaurus, like you mispronounced it.
ThorgyThorus.
ThorgyThorus. I like that. That's better.
I feel there were no gags in the music part of Stevie Nicks.
Oh, Miss Big and Milky, honey.
I did like that Shangela was like, no, season 3 Shanji would have thrown my cocktail in her face. And I was like, well, I feel like that's aggressive for this particular situation. But I like where you're coming from. And I like that you're like, I can just have a conversation.
I've matured. Yeah, sure.
I feel like Trixie's confessionals are like owning the show.
Yes.
They're walking in the next day and she's like, you know, it's the next day in the workroom. You just gotta step over the dead body of your friend and keep going on. Just move forward. Ben like lays down on the table and she's like, he was giving me some Clem Fandango from Toast of London, which you have not watched yet, which you definitely should, but like with the hair and the glasses and like the stupid ridiculous outfit.
I'm into it. The outfit was really silly. I like
Stephen,
it.
can you hear me? It's so good. You have to watch Toast of London.
Okay. It's on my list.
Hi, Stephen. This is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
So, frustrating. No mini challenge again.
I think we're just gonna have to expect it.
I think so. I mean, I think it seems like they're producing All Stars 3 just like they did All Stars 2, where no mini challenges, lots of like, bring these looks and this is what you're gonna do. We're gonna shoot this in 4 days and be over with it, and we'll give Alaska her check. I mean, that's
Improving your way through a funny little dating show we call The Bitchelor.
If there had been a mini challenge, it would have been fun.
To have them be assigned,
and then
someone
assign them the parts. Oh, Milk, you won the mini challenge. And then it gets really interesting where it's like if someone assigns shady parts, but then someone is like, haha, I won anyway. And then they're like, haha, I picked you because, like, wouldn't that be interesting, right? Oh, Milk, you were shady today trying to get me the bad part, even though I won, so suck it, bye, you're gone. I would be here for that. That'd be cool. But instead, they were just like, and these are the parts that you have to play.
The party girl, needy girl, fake bitch, psycho stalker, cougar, shy virgin, polyamorous duo.
And some of them were really dumb.
Some were better than others, for sure. So everyone's teamed up into pairs, because they're going to be on dates together, and so they're all sort of talking, and BB's excited to be this African princess, and Ben is sort of like, I feel like you should not do this.
And I'm glad that she did not listen to Ben's.
Well, that would have been weird.
It would have been.
Like, that would have been Ben's take on it.
Sure.
Which would have been funny. If Ben was doing it.
Exactly.
BB doing that. I like that she was like, no.
If it were me, I would go with the more traditional, I only do anal because that still makes me a virgin kind of thing.
That would be very funny, honey. But no.
And then Milk's talking about, oh, I'm so excited that I got to be the stalker because, like, I'm a stalker.
I feel good about playing the stalker bitch because it's sort of like an easy transition into this role. Because before I started dating my boyfriend, I stalked him on MySpace.
Because, like, I stalked my boyfriend on MySpace. Because on MySpace anymore.
How long have they been together? Was what I first wondered.
25 years? I mean, when's the last time anyone talked about MySpace?
I mean, maybe they've been together for 10 years. That's all I could put together. That or if it was just a complete joke, and I was like, this is a bad joke.
Then we get Chi-Chi and Shangela. Chi-Chi, like, being nervous and, like, trying to do improv. I was like, oh, girl, that's me. I get it, girl. Oh, no. She's like, oh, but now I'm uncomfortably putting on a British accent because, like, I could see into her soul. And I was like, I know, girl. It's tough. Improv's scary.
hi, I'm, Chi Divine.
So I thought Shangela was really nice, and she was trying to help because it was.
Yes, and I feel like she was being very nice, and she did a really good job of sort of trying to help her. But I feel like they really, them more than anybody, needed to work together.
Well, yes,
because of the assignment,
because the throuple thing,
and. I just feel like they needed to figure out some sort of backstory or something.
They really needed to come up with more. I was too.
We'll talk
about it. I felt like, I thought Shangela played it really well. Where she was nice, she was constructive, she was helpful in trying to get them to be a better team.
Yes.
But she always kept Shangela as number one.
Yes.
And was focused on herself, which I get it.
Oh, hi, what's your name?
I'm Chi Divine, and I'm just, I don't know how to do it.
You got it.
No, I was really confused. I don't think they necessarily know what polyamorous means. I feel like they misunderstood the assignment.
Right?
So Shangela is just playing a lesbian who wants sperm for a baby.
Yeah.
That's how she was playing it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yep.
She was in no way interested in the guy.
No.
And Chi was playing it like...
She was interested in the guy and not in Shangela.
Not into Shangela. So I was confused.
It was supposed to be like, we are a couple.
Yes.
We love each other. But also, we're down to get it down with you. Well, sure.
And Shangela's
like less...
buttoned up.
Yeah.
They could have leaned into the like, give me your sperm. We're two lesbians who happen to like sneak onto the show kind of thing.
Sure.
That's a different angle. But it was confused. So do you have a history of disease in your family?
Exactly.
What's the hairline situation?
Yes.
You know, like, it would have been great. That would have been an angle.
Yes.
Any mental illness? Are you on any medication? What's the deal? But so then we get to the set of The Bitchelor. So yeah, Jeffery Bowyer Chapman, who's on Unreal, which you don't watch.
No.
Which you should.
Oh, really?
It's like a Lifetime movie that's self-aware, but also maybe it's on HBO, and also Marty Noxon, like, it's the head of it, so it's great.
I really like him. He's been a judge before, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was a judge last season.
And he was good. And he's very handsome, but...
He's like an LA too. He's like a 5, maybe like an LA too. I also found it very confusing that Michelle was there, but gave no direction.
Better close it.
I don't do anything for myself or for you. Don't do anything.
Thank you, Aja. It's a pleasure.
I know it's improv, so you're kind of supposed to let it be loose, but she didn't say, literally all she said was once they had the dates together, like, hey, don't talk over each other, stay in character.
Yeah. It was so weird.
Okay.
And like, I almost would have preferred if they were like, you guys have 2 takes.
Yeah.
You're going to run through it once. Michelle's going to give you some tips and advice or whatever.
And we'll use the best of both.
Yeah, we'll mix it together or whatever.
That would have been good because I feel like a lot of this was super awkward.
It was super awkward.
Because I love you so much. So my favorite part about The Bitchelor, though, was that Ru was in love with Jeffery Bowyer Chapman. I mean, I was obsessed with this. Ru was doing a lot of good eye contact. I loved Ru, and I thought Ru was so fucking funny.
I did too. And I loved it. I mean, it was like, oh, good. So, like, he's going to pick Ru at the end. Great.
Just lingering. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They all get out of the limo one by one. And this I felt was better. Like, having them be in pairs later kind of fucked it up because it was so uneven and it was so, like, talk over each other.
Sure.
Like, if they had just had to improvise with him,
yes,
it would have been longer, but... And I get it, that's the point, like, on The Bachelor, they're always like, can I steal him for a sec? Do you mind if I steal him for a sec?
Can I steal him for a sec? I loved our date today. Sorry I cried so hard I puked.
That's okay. I thought it was cute.
Maybe then it's just that they keep coming into the scene. Like, they're one-on-one with him, and somebody comes in, and you have to think of a new line to be like, can I steal him for a second?
Yeah.
I need to talk to him about, like, you know, do you want to go on a date to Quiznos? Whatever it is. I don't know. Maybe that would have been better, like a train of them going to...
Sure.
I mean, then it's just the SNL skit. But it seemed a bit... for a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean...
We'll talk about it. So, first out of the limo is Bibi Zahara Benet. She's throwing petals and bowing. I mean, this was really funny for this scene. I feel like then it needed to elevate to something else. But it was really funny.
We'll see you inside. Thank you. That's totally unnecessary. Wildly unnecessary.
It was like one-dimensional.
Yes, it was like, here's a bit, and it was funny at first, and then it was kind of just like, okay, Bibi, come on, let's do something else.
I think at some point it should have turned, and she should have, like, being really horny.
You tell everybody you're pure, but you secretly want to lose it.
So then Ben de la Creme.
So fucking funny.
It was really great.
That's just like this Real Housewife, like realness, just like showing her cooch. I mean, I didn't like that you could see the bottom of the breastplate, but at the same time, it was like, oh, but it's like horrible plastic surgery nightmare.
Yep.
Like, it was really fucking funny.
My friends call me bedtime baby, because I like to tuck a big boy in night-night.
So then next was Trixie Mattel.
Yes, serving fake bitch realness.
Oh, this was the best though.
I thought this was really great.
I mean, until later when like something else happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was so fucking funny.
He's not even that good looking. I have to go.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my God, you're even cuter in person than you are on TV.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
I mean, you kind of had this like Denzel, Gilbert Gottfried thing going on, but like sensual. And I was like, the lip thing she was going on, it was so funny.
I like my men like I like my coffee. Incapable of loving me back.
And she keeps calling him the wrong name. Thanks, Jared.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, Jeremy.
It's funny because I know people like that.
Some people might say I'm fake, but those people are alcoholics.
So then Mia.
Yay, is it a thing?
Yeah. Well, just for this.
Right. The last time, maybe. Who knows? We'll find
out. So Milk just
started at a 15 and never stopped.
Okay.
And just kept
like,
getting crazy. I was just like...
Well, no, she didn't get crazier. She just stayed the same level
true.
of crazy.
But it was also just... This was a horrible conception. Like, conceptualization of stalker.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, this is stupid.
It's stupid.
Isn't stalker, that's just like...
It was like she was like a Beatlemaniac. Like, she was like, I'm like crazy for you.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, can also be a stalker.
Right.
But she had such a good opportunity to like make up a bunch of stuff about him and just be like, I know that your mother's name is Adele or whatever, you know, and just be like.
Or even to be like writing stuff down then too, like ask questions and then be like, you know.
Where are you usually Tuesdays at noon or whatever it is, you know, like there was a lot of stuff to be done.
Take a picture and like, I mean, if she had like a Polaroid, that'd be even better. Like, you know, like scrapbook it or whatever. Maybe have a scrapbook to bring with you where it's just like all of my favorite moments of like, oh yeah.
And this is when you went to Jamba Juice, and this is when I saw you on the street, and this is when you went to the gym, and this is you with your dog, you know. And then you can grow to be like a crazy person, I guess.
Sure, or where you slip up and it's like, oh, you know, like, oh, right, because your mom, Jenny, and you're like, what? I never said my mom's name was Jenny. And you're like, oh, I mean, yeah, whatever.
Next was Jimmy Aja.
And my voice is just not doing the Aja.
Jimmy, Aja, Aja. Jimmy, Aja.
It's right. My voice for some reason is gone right in that register. Jimmy, Aja.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aja also misunderstood the assignment.
She really did. Although I didn't mind her misunderstanding as much as I minded other misunderstandings.
I thought she was better than Milk.
She had a clear concept of like...
She was just wrong.
Yeah.
But she was very, you know, clear about what she was doing.
Strong and wrong, you know.
Strong and wrong.
But at least it was like a thing.
Well, she was like almost stalkery.
I would do anything to have him. I will kill someone.
She was being crazy stalker lady.
Yeah.
Like bipolar, over the top.
/ spoiled, like where it's like needy, like I need you to tie my shoelaces, not needy as in like I need you to love me.
She was like helpless.
Yeah.
Bipolar, sad, spoiled.
I did love her description.
I was trying to give you like a little bit of like pheromone meets like Kim Kardashian meets like kind of like crazy girlfriend.
When she described it, I was like, well, that's exactly what you did, so nailed it?
Exactly.
I feel like that's why I would have made her safe.
Yes. Well,
also for her runway. But like, it was like, oh, even though she just went into the weeds, she understood what she was doing.
So then Kennedy Davenport. Yes.
Kennedy Davenport!
Yes.
I mean, she just went
Oh my god, this was fabulous.
for it.
Oh, it's big. Oh, I hope it's juicy.
If you come in with a strong, funny look to begin with, half the battle is won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's just funny to look at you. Oh, also now you're kind of saying funny things.
Oh, and she did a great, I mean, I thought she did a really good job of like a persona and a character, and then also...
But like, I feel like coming in already looking funny just
Yes.
like helps your cause.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, this is perfect. Huge tits, huge ass.
Yep.
The teeth,
Yep.
the wig, all
Yep.
of the above.
Yep.
Just pulling flasks out of everywhere.
Yep.
You know, it was just really funny.
It was.
So the next was Chi-Chi and Shangela.
Yeah.
This just felt off from the beginning.
I liked what they were doing in the like interview stuff where Chi-Chi was just kind of like this dumb ditzy whatever.
She was playing like dumb as rocks.
I love limos.
And that was kind of funny, but then I feel like I just feel like they never connected.
No.
They felt like two disparate
And like maybe
parts.
that should have been a thing. Like maybe that's just an easy way out for her too, is that her character is just this
an
dumb
idiot who repeats everything.
or who's like,
misunderstands.
I like lip gloss, you know, or whatever. Like, I like your shirt.
Gloss rhymes with hair, you know? Just like be the dumbest.
Yeah.
I have new gloss. I love gloss. Gloss rhymes with hair.
Like, I didn't understand their dynamic. So, like, Shangela, why is Shangela, the character, attracted to Chi-Chi? You know what I mean? What is it about her? Does she like to control someone? Is she sort of dominatrixy? Is she like, you know, like, oh yes, I like having this puppet that's just an idiot. I don't know, and I didn't understand their relationship. And
or wouldn't that, like, yeah, you could do all sorts of things. Like, ooh, she's real pretty, ain't she? You like some kind of like, she's dumb as rocks, but like she's great in bed.
I want some more of Jillian's delicious lemonade.
I know, it's good, right? I just wish they didn't have to kill so many lemons to make it.
Oh, this is fun, huh?
They weren't playing with each other.
No.
And so it was like, well, this is weird. And then Chi-Chi looked really manny, which seemed like they were trying to make a thing. She's like, oh, she's built like a brick house. And I was like, but why is that a thing?
Yeah.
And then Shangela's look I found to be very confusing.
Very confusing.
With this flat wig and then like these 50s cat-eye glasses. And I was like, what's this? I don't, like, what's that telling me?
I had no idea who Shangela's character was.
Shangela was really just sort of like being a joke machine, but
Yes.
none of them were really funny. She was
Not
like,
for me.
Oh, progressive. Oh, do you have insurance? Because you said the word progressive. And it was just like, well, that's okay. You know, it was just, there was a lot of like, oh, I pre-planned this joke that doesn't really fit with what's going on or isn't really that funny, but I'm just going to say joke.
Yeah.
Maybe that was her compensating because Chi-Chi was so like, I don't know, but it
Maybe.
was just uncomfortable. I didn't like it.
I agree. I felt the most uncomfortable with that. Well, no, the most uncomfortable with Milk, and then the second most uncomfortable with them.
And the first date is BB and Ben, and it was really funny again. Ben really cracked me up this episode. He's like, Ben's like eating this banana.
Oh my God,
I'm
it
just
was so much.
insatiable tonight. Like,
Spits it out.
throwing this banana.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
This is perfect for a little baby white. Ew. All pre-mashed.
Little baby boy. And she's like trying to feed it to him, and then she eats it again. She's like, remember, I already ate this once. And it was just like so weird. So good.
Yes.
Have you ever taken out a catheter?
I cannot say that I have.
So good.
It was really great. There were a lot of really great lines.
Really funny one-liners.
Just don't come by after 9:30 because that's when my Xanax kicks in.
She was giving me in this like some like Jamae the later years, like her face and is it Chris Lilly? What's his name?
I think so.
Something like that. It was like giving me the same kind of, I don't know, I got a vibe and I was like, oh,
okay.
Now I'm here for some Jamae the later years.
Yes.
Yes.
With like a little dash of Jennifer Coolidge tossed in there.
Oh, that would have been, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If Jeffrey needs a warm bosom to press himself against at night, I'm the wrong gal because these don't feel temperature.
And then BB was there.
Yeah. She had so many things thought through, and then it was like she ran out of material, and it was like, well, now what?
You like it? Yes, you're beautiful. Absolutely. Yes, gorgeous.
It was one of the lower performances.
Oh yeah, it was like low to safe because because at first it was funny. I did like
That's
her
true.
intro.
That's true.
And then it was like, oh, this
And her look and everything was good. Like, you know, she had it together. It was just, yeah.
I'm ready for her to break through.
Yes. Well,
And
hopefully
I'm
next week.
Hoping Grace Jones will help her with that situation because, oh boy, I can't wait. So next was Trixie and Milk.
Oh boy.
Stop, I said stop. You're literally killing me. You're so funny.
I want to get to know you both a little bit better.
This is the best refurbished Cheesecake Factory mall kiosk I've ever seen. She had some really good one-liners and it was fucking pissing me off because Milk was being crazy.
Obnoxious.
And Trixie couldn't get a word in edgewise.
No, and it was really, I mean, it was really unprofessional.
Hold on, I have to take this. Yeah, I'm here now. No, she's like a weird
Do I come across as like crazy though?
Oh.
Like, do I look crazy?
There was no give and take. It was all her, you know, and the fact later she says, I thought we had a great rapport, and like Trixie's face was like...
I mean, but that was also the most entertaining part, I think, perhaps, of this entire skit, was watching Trixie just, that was not acting. That was just like, I think you should leave. You, like, this is, I'm done, sir. She was so angry.
Good thing she was, like, being a bitch. I mean, she was playing a bitch, so it helped.
It worked out well.
But I was like,
oh boy. You could feel just the hatred and animosity, like, yeah, it's great.
And she
I
was
loved
like,
it.
you're ruining my fucking chances. Like, you could tell she was just like, fuck.
Yep. Because she would have won. She still probably should have won.
Yeah.
But like...
She would have been in the top.
Yeah.
Like the top two.
Bye, Gerald.
It's Jeffery.
So then Aja and Kennedy. I don't know, do you want to talk about Kennedy first and like best first or?
He turned out to be a crackhead and he stole all my shit out my apartment. But I found him though and shot his ass.
And I shot his ass. And she's like rubbing him with lotion. Kennedy went for like.
Yes.
She was just a runaway train.
I loved it.
And Aja was there.
Aja was there. Aja did a lot of crying, a lot of strange choices.
A lot of. All she needed to do was be like, do you like the way this dress looks on me? Do you like my dog? Do you like this? Do you like just ask him
she missed the insecure.
Question.
Exactly. Tell me I'm fabulous.
Yeah.
Just be Milk.
I was so excited to get up there and hear what they thought of my performance. I want them to congratulate me.
I just needed to hear that I was great. That's all she needed to do.
The validation.
Exactly. If they had given that role to Milk, she probably would have been great.
No.
No, she would have been terrible.
What's your favorite part of my body?
That dick.
My favorite part of your body is your everything.
I did like that Aja was like, oh, my favorite part of your body is your everything. Like she
did have some
somewhat funny things in there. Like she was trying.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that was kind of silly.
Yep.
You know, and she had like the crazy face. Like if she had been the stalker, I feel like it would have been.
Like that's a stalker line.
Yeah. Kennedy just like at a certain point just starts taking shot glasses out of her tits and then a flask out of her hooch.
Some hooch out of her cooch.
Some hooch out of her cooch. And then she just starts taking her wig off. I mean, it was a little bit desperate. It was like, it was like 5% like, ooh, you're just like really trying to do everything you possibly can. But because she was the party girl, it was like, okay. And then by the end, I was like, oh, this is her being like messy drunk.
Yes.
Not messy improv.
Sure.
It was like right on the line. But she takes off her wig. She's pulling up her dress. It's hot.
Yeah,
you know,
my God, that's
like,
right. It's
hot. Aja was like cracking up at Kennedy.
Oh my God,
Aja
right? Aja couldn't contain herself.
Like,
oh my God, it was so funny.
Like, oh God, what? It was
Loved it.
That made me laugh.
That made me laugh too. I was just like, that's like always the best part of SNL where they like break.
Was it in our minds? We don't know.
Then last was Chi-Chi and Shangela in the hot tub.
Right.
And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why did Shangela have those two paper C's? I mean, I get it was like probably for Chi-Chi, but she like literally had like paper cutout C's on her tits.
I missed that. Except for Cuckoo.
No.
This was pretty bad for me.
It was flat. More than it wasn't as uncomfortable as Milk's.
No, it was
just
boring. And then like I don't know, Shangela's jokes I didn't find particularly funny.
I ain't seen nothing that big and black in the water since I took you to SeaWorld.
Shamu.
This was my tester or whatever, because I was like, okay, I know you guys think that we just irrationally hate Shangela. We don't. I actually think I like her a lot more this season.
I certainly like her a lot more.
And I think she's like doing a lot of things that I really like, but there's also things I don't like that she's doing. And I was like, oh, is it just me?
Those are big balls.
Michelle wasn't laughing either.
No.
One of y'all needs to shave. Nobody told me Bush was back in office.
Oh.
It was like she was Rodney Dangerfield all of a sudden.
All I know is, I got a lot of balls.
This is weird.
You know, like this is like a weird stale stand-up routine.
Like I didn't understand her character.
No,
at all. Core, and that's what was driving me crazy. Because I was like, okay, you're telling jokes, but why is this person telling those jokes?
Right.
In this situation, shouldn't you be jealous that Chi-Chi is trying to get up on Jeffrey, and then Chi-Chi's just kind of a flat line and just like, whatever mama was. I mean, I could see where she was trying to go. And had she really had confidence and sold to someone, like, Mama says I can have raw meat now.
Mama said I can have real meat now.
And there was like the beginnings of an idea there. And it just, neither of them sold it. Or whatever. What the only funny thing that Chi-Chi did was when she was like,
you want to have my baby.
It would have been more fun if it was just that they're like a couple, but Chi-Chi's the sluttier one, you know?
Right.
And
Chi-Chi's
it's like,
the sluttier one,
they're both
Shangela
open
was
to
jealous.
it, but like, exactly, Chi-Chi's super slutty, and it's just like, let's ride your big eggplant. And you're like, whoa. And Shangela's like, no.
I mean, really, my favorite part of this whole thing was Ru and Jeffrey's romance.
Yep.
Will you accept my eggplant, Ru?
I will take all your eggplants.
And then they have this stupid officer in a gentleman parody hat, just like, I'm Deborah Winger. You know, it was just like so good. Now, if he had a tearaway tuxedo and underneath was a white officer's uniform, here for that. Or if Ru tore away his suit to have an office. Yes.
Silly.
So get back to the workroom, and this is when Milk is just like, we're fabulous, we're happy. Like she's having that like moment to herself.
Welcome to another day at the office. Aren't you feeling gorgeous? Aren't you feeling technically amazing?
And I was like, shut up. And then Aja does a similar thing, and I was like, but because the reason is because Trixie's like,
y'all can't handle all this cuteness here now. I'm about to feel real cute.
So then Chi-Chi's having a rough moment.
well, it's like paralleling exactly her trajectory of season 8.
How could I compete with girls like this? You know what I mean? These bitches have fabulous costumes, and I'm gonna walk out in a neon bathing suit.
And it's like, oh no.
Yeah,
don't do this,
believe
girl.
in yourself.
And then they the shade tree. I was like, remember the shade tree? That they were like, never mind, forget it.
But I like that they acknowledge that it exists.
Made me laugh.
Shade tree. Why wouldn't you just call it the library?
Oh my god, it's the lending library. And then they have a bunch of pairs of glasses in there so you can put them on when you're like, I need to read a bitch. I need to read a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna put these glasses on.
And then you can have all of RuPaul's books along the shelf.
Oh, and Michelle's. Yeah, so then they're talking in the mirror. Oh my god, Shangela and Ben are like, oh, who do you think's in the bottom? And Ben's like, well, probably Aja, Bibi, or Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
And Shangela's like, oh, really? I feel like 2 of those are correct.
My third variable one that I kept going back and forth on was between Aja's and yours.
And I was like, ah!
I thought I killed it. The idea of being in the top is so exciting.
She's just like, I'm not going to listen to what Shangela's saying because, like, I'm just really excited to be in the top finally. I looked at the entire cast by the end of the episode was just like, I mean, how can she not know? Like, Bibi was just like, I mean, how can you not see the writing on the wall? What? Huh? It was so good. Like, every person was just like, what?
What?
Surely you just.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Fuck my drag, right?
Bitch, your feelings is really hurt.
Yeah. She hasn't said anything to your face yet?
No.
Milk hasn't talked to her since then about how they've worked together in the past and they got along, and she's just pissed that she said that and then just sort of didn't
just left it there to fester.
And Aja says, like, particularly since, like, Kennedy really proved that she does deserve to be here and that she is fabulous.
Yes.
You know, like, Milk could have been like, you know, whatever.
But Milk thought that Milk was in the top and probably thought Kennedy didn't do well, so who knows?
I do kind of like the idea of I hope Milk starts talking in the third person. Well, Milk thinks that Milk is just so fabulous, whatever. I like that. Like, the tood is there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I feel like everyone's feeling that and be like...
The condescension toward everyone, for sure. But also the unprofessionalism, I thought, in the challenge.
I was waiting for Latrice to come in and be like, I have never seen such fuckery, you know, and just like,
exactly.
Like she needed a speech.
Yes.
completely unprofessional, completely childish, and that is not what I came here to do.
We'll talk about it more.
After the commercial break?
Yes! Ru walks down the runway. I loved this, but once again, it's just like, there's always something that craps it up. It's this damn, like, bejeweled sash.
It's like a bandolier. If it had had golden lipstick tubes.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe. Like bullet casings, but they're like lipstick. Yes, I could. Okay. Maybe.
But this wig was everything and more.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with this wig. I was like, oh my god.
I wonder what this one's name is. Because she names all of her wigs.
I feel like she is like the witch in Return to Oz who keeps heads. Which one am I gonna pick today? You know, it's just like a long hallway of heads and wigs, you know?
I think number 4 will do for this afternoon.
And then we get the judges, and Constance Zimmer is there. She's on Unreal too.
Okay, right, they said that.
She's also, I remember her from Boston Legal. I always liked her.
I was on Boston Legal with you.
I've never really been friends with other drag queens. I've always been an actor on TV. I was on Boston Public with you.
So category is wigs on wigs. On wigs? On wigs? How many wigs were there?
Depends on the queen.
I guess that's true.
First down the runway is Ben de la Creme.
Yeah.
Comes out in this like little tennis skirt outfit, and she looks like sort
Michelle
of
Visage.
rockabilly Michelle Visage. Michelle.
Are you Valentina?
I'm having a problem.
Michelle.
I mean, it was weird. They had the same hair.
Yeah.
And then she pops off her beehive.
Yep, into like
this
long
3 to 4 foot long wig. It was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Surprised me when her dress turned into a wig.
I loved this.
I thought it was very ugly, but I loved the reveal.
Yeah.
And then she's brushing it.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah.
So then Bibi Zahara Benet with this like, Madonna kimono. Thank God it wasn't red.
I mean, it wasn't. It was a geisha.
Oh, it was totally different.
But yes.
It was
Kimono,
a joke.
kimono. I liked this.
I liked this as well.
I didn't love this. It didn't look quite as expensive.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And it was just on the edge of costume. I did think her wig reveal was more interesting than other. Like some people, it was just like, and I threw off my wig.
Right, and hers was like, there was kind of like a part on front of the wig.
Engineered.
Yeah.
It was this whole headpiece thing, and then it sort of unraveled, and then things went somewhere. It was edited, sort of like what? And it turned into this, bobble ponytail.
Yeah.
So I thought hers was the most sort of engineered.
Sure.
And I was going, where's her wig gonna? I was like, oh, she's just gonna pull it off. It's gonna be like a short wig. I don't know. Like hers was more interesting,
That's
and intricate than others.
Yes, I agree.
So I appreciated that.
Particularly than some. We'll get there. I mean, in my opinion, one person failed this challenge.
Okay.
So then next was Trixie Mattel.
Coming out in this Lady Bunny caftan.
Oh my God, right?
Ooh. I
love this.
Sucker for a caftan.
I thought this was really fun, and then I liked the reveal.
Oh yeah, well I mean it was just sort of like I'm wearing the two, it just sort of...
Yes, and then here's the big giant wig on the roadkill runway, but like...
Which was what a lot of people did,
Yes.
so like whatever, but it was like clap.
It's a Tatiana, same part, Dennis the Menace fantasy.
You're telling me everything, I love it. Did you see that side by side on the internet though that was her and Allison Janney from My Tanya?
Oh my God, no, but I love it! Oh my God!
And the glasses, and then like the oxygen tube looks like the glasses. She looked like Brett Summers, basically.
Right,
and I was
sure.
Like, please do Brett Summers for Match Game.
Maybe she will.
I would lose my fucking mind. So then next down the runway was Miak. Now I like it. I feel like it's a thing now.
Oh boy, this was terrible.
I really didn't care for this.
No.
She comes out and she's got, it looks like, like orange high C, but it's like a beehive, and then the dress is like a 60s sort of, it's got like a disco, almost like late 60s, early 70s thing going on.
Sure.
With the bell sleeves.
But it was pretty basic.
Kind of like go-go dancer.
Yeah.
But the dress was like okay, but then with the like orange hair, I was like, well, I don't really like the whole palette and then the fishnet stockings. I was just like, I'm not sure what's going on here. And then she flings that off to reveal like an I Dream of Jeannie ponytail.
And then she starts pulling it out of the
Well, then
cup.
it was like totally like Romy Michelle, where she's like whipping her ponytail like Mina Subari. No, not Mina Subari. Mira Sorvino.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rough one. It's like Dermot McDermott. I mean, I don't really confuse them personally, but their names are just real tough.
It's like flipsy flopsies.
Right? I hated that it was blonde and then dark brown and then orange. It was
a mess.
Real clashy.
Yeah.
I found this to be very confusing for Milk.
I found it to be an utter mess. I don't know. An utter... I didn't even mean to do it. So then my favorite look.
So good.
I loved this. Jimmy, Aja! I mean, this was everything for me.
Oh, yeah, she comes down the runway like this Harajuku girl with like this inflatable pool toy wig with the glasses and the whole thing, and you're like, what? Like at first you're just like, what is this?
Yeah.
I could have done without the middle wig. And yet, I loved the middle wig to last wig reveal.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's wearing this bows latex jumpsuit, and it was just like everything.
Everything. I loved this, and then the reveal.
Well, she just sort of goes, there's something else under here, and then she's got this purple Sailor Moon wig on.
I loved this. The final look was my favorite, actually.
Yes.
This was a wow look for me. This was like, yes, bitch.
So the next down the runway was Kennedy Davenport. So Kennedy comes out dripping, it kind of reminded me of that Alexis Mateo look that we loved. With the sun, it was like golden jewels.
Yes.
I loved the dress. It was really beautiful, and her body was snatched
to the gods.
She's like, I'm wearing 3 girdles. I was like, you can tell this is crazy. The middle wig, I was like,
sure. She kept zhuzhing it, and I was like, I get it, but just like let it be.
Oh. Take that, Carol Brady.
And then she had the short reveal.
I wish they'd shown more of this Annie Lennox, like short blonde. I was like, I love this. What's this? Yeah, like this was the look.
Yeah,
I was surprised nobody did like wigs on wigs on wigs on wigs. Like I was surprised nobody did like a bunch of wigs.
I mean, I feel like it's really hard to do that.
I know, but it would have been so funny.
It would have been.
Like, I don't know, maybe Thorgy, like, I'm trying to, like, I feel like, like the infinity scarf. Actually, that would have been really funny for Stevie Nicks. If she was, like, pulling out a scarf and then just pulling out a scarf and then just, like, pulling out a scarf and then, like, oh my, there's scarves, and I'm pulling out a scarf and she's trying to sing and she's just like, scarves coming out of my mouth now? Where's the scarves? There's scarves. Scarves? That would have been great. That would have been really funny.
That would have been really funny.
Nobody went crazy.
No.
It was a lot of, and I threw off my wig.
Yes.
And it was great, but like you knew it was coming. So I feel like Ben really was the only one where I was like,
oh,
hey,
except I thought Aja's was still a wow for me, where I was like, oh,
it was a total wow, but it wasn't like a where's this going?
Right, sure.
And so I'm just surprised nobody did like down to like a bald cap with a toupee or something. Like I don't know. I feel like someone else would have done a really funny something.
Sure.
Anyway. And there's just a trail of breadcrumbs that are wigs.
Yeah.
Or if it gets down to like Michelle Pfeiffer's wig in Murder on the Orient Express, like it gets down to like, what's this though? You look like Gollum. If it gets like weird. I wouldn't have been mad if someone got weird with it.
So then Chi-Chi DeVayne in another one of my favorite looks of the runway.
I thought this was gorgeous.
I thought this was beautiful.
She comes out in this like zebra Tropicana print and I was like, I hate it, but I love it. But I hated it.
I feel like she could have worn this to like the red carpet of the Black Panther premiere and like...
Oh, she would have fit right in.
Right? I'd be like, yes, bitch. It would have been great.
She's hanging out with Ida Lupino.
Yeah. Lupita Nyong'o.
Lupita Nyong'o. Ida Lupino is a different person altogether.
You're just really flip-flopping tonight.
She was selling the garment.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I think because this fabric, I wanted to burn it. Like, I hated it. It was atrocious. And
But
yet,
I loved it.
I was like, yes! She just
Oh my god.
Takes her time.
Yep.
Walking.
She was channeling some Bibi Zahara Benet, you know?
She really was.
And I was like, yes, bitch, you learn how to do it right because you're nailing it. And then she takes the wig off and I was like, yes.
And she reveals her Cher hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. Last on the runway was Shangela.
Shangela.
We've dropped the shh part.
That's true. That's okay. She hasn't deserved it.
She hasn't.
Mm-mm.
I've been enjoying Shangela for the most part.
For the most part.
However,
I will say that I thought that she did not complete this challenge.
Because the first one wasn't a wig, it was a headpiece?
It was a headpiece. I have a headpiece with then like a shitty plastic, ugly, stupid wig underneath.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
This whole outfit was terrible.
Well, okay, so she comes out and she's an ear of corn with a headpiece. I did like that she like husks herself and then is like, hey, how you doing? You know, like it was like, oh, let's have a little chat on the veranda, you know, of my husks. It was like, what's going on? But I liked that part.
Sure.
That made me laugh. I was like, we're in summer stock. What's happening?
Right.
Where's Mickey Rooney? You know? And it was like silly. And then she took that part off and I hated this dress. Yeah. It was so atrocious.
It was so atrocious.
Brown and yellow. It just looks, you know.
Like shit?
Like shit and piss. Okay? It looked like shit and piss. Don't put brown and yellow together. What are you doing? Anyway, it looked, it was, okay. It wasn't, I didn't like it. And then she takes off the headpiece, and it's this, like, permed hula skirt. And she looks like Nicki Minaj, you know?
Excuse you. Excuse you.
Like, okay, we're introducing neon green to the brown and yellow dress. Okay, I really hated it. So anyway, did not. With the popcorn.
Oh my god.
But what I would have liked was a popcorn bald cap, like a Victor Victoria, like 20s, tight to your head, you know, jeweled sort of cap, but with popcorn.
I thought this was like a bad excuse to use this damn corn outfit, and I was just not having it.
It did seem that way. All I liked was the shelf.
Sure.
This was like on The Simpsons when they're like in the geography pageant, and it's like, Lisa's like Miss Florida and Homer has to make the outfit.
And special awards go to the two students who obviously had no help from their parents, Lisa Simpson and Ralph Wiggum.
I'm Idaho! She was like Miss Nebraska, you know?
Totally.
My favorite part of this whole thing was that at the end, Michelle is just like, GMO, no, she better don't!
Oh my god!
And she's just like cracking. This is so stupid. They seem to be really...
Drunk
this episode.
GMO, no, you better don't.
So Shangela and Bibi are safe.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was pretty accurate.
Pretty fair. I personally, based on the looks,
yes,
I would have swapped Shangela and Aja.
Yes.
Because Shangela's performance wasn't great either. I mean, Aja's wasn't either, but her runway look was spectacular.
Yeah.
So I felt like she should definitely have been safe, at least just because of that.
Yeah, I mean, and I would have even put all three of them as safe. I did like kind of love that last week we were like, oh, can there be a triple elimination? And then lo and behold, there's a bottom three. I was like, what's going on?
Right.
So Ben and Kennedy are in the top and Trixie's safe.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is 100% true that had Trixie been with someone else and or had Milk shut up, she would have been in the top.
I agree. I still think she could have been. I think she could have been in the top two any of these.
I thought she was funnier than Kennedy.
Yes.
Kennedy was crazy.
Yes.
And was very entertaining.
Yes.
But if we're going based on who did the best improv,
sure,
it was Ben and Trixie.
That's true.
What are you gonna do? I still thought Kennedy was great, and I still thought Ben was great. Like, I was kind of like, again?
Well, sure.
But I was like, she was fucking nailing it, so I can't be mad at this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they get to go backstage. I mean, is this the first time they've had cocktails?
No, but
Just the first
they
time
really
they've
made a deal
really
out of it.
needed
They were
it.
like, fuck, I need this cocktail.
A cocktail, please for Jesus.
I've never been an alcoholic, but today I'm going in.
Oh, I'm full on. If I could black out right now, I would.
Trixie thinks she should have won, and I agree. And then she's like, but I'm not gonna cry because I'm safe.
I'm not going to be safe and cry because that would be, inappropriate. But
So then Kennedy is just like, nah, I don't need to talk to y'all. It's cool. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, are you guys gonna do one-on-ones with the girls? I decided not to.
Delicious.
We're all professionals, so I can make a professional decision.
That isn't based on personal feelings at all.
No, it's just based on whether or not you were unprofessional. It's like, okay.
I mean, Milk is like so shocked that she's like, I didn't see this coming at all.
I thought Trixie and I had an amazing back and forth. I really thought I killed that challenge.
Because then Chi-Chi basically tells Ben, send me home.
Basically.
To me, the right decision is to be fair. You know what I mean?
I hope she like...
I really like Chi-Chi.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I want to see her succeed and like have confidence.
Oh, this was so...
Oh my God.
This was so funny.
Oh my God,
this was so funny.
The judges actually want me to continue in this competition.
Everyone wants me to be here.
The other queens respect me, and they want me to be here.
Party.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying I didn't get as harsh a critique as other people, and I haven't been in the bottom as much.
Sure.
And da-da-da-da. Like, she was trying to, like, lay her case.
Right.
But instead of laying out her case, she was just like, well, no, like, the judges would agree with me that I should stay. And you're like, well, I was really, that's... You know, it was just real overconfident.
Oh my God.
We have 3 now in the bottom. That's the gag of the season.
They did it last season too.
Well, to me, this is the gag.
Well, it gagged me. Like, yes!
I love it. Asha clearly is like, I've studied every episode. And BB's like, what?
This is like...
We're having a good time. Right?
Yeah.
This is fun. We're drag queens. What? I'm gagged. Are you gagged? I was gagged. So then we get to the lip sync, and it's Green Light?
Green Light by Lord. I call
Green
this
Light by
my
Lord.
my waiting in traffic song. Because the whole chorus is just waiting for that green light. I want it. And I'm just like, I just want the fucking green light.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Kennedy took us to church.
Oh, yes.
I mean, she was, from the beginning,
Yeah.
just...
I thought Ben
and she
was
barely-
over-emoting her lips.
She didn't quite have that, you know, emotion. She was very
Yeah.
good. But
Kennedy's
Kennedy
was
was
much
just
better.
like living this song,
Yeah.
and there's these chimes trickle down, and she opens up her dress, and it's like a chandelier with these jeweled dress. I was like, oh my
yeah.
God, the timing of everything. I mean, she barely did anything, and it was everything.
Everything.
And then Ben, oh boy, this was really funny. Ben, like, flips her huge 3-foot wig over her head.
And then...
To be like, oh,
And then she looks like the girl from The Ring.
Well, yeah, then it was like, oh no, I've made a horrible mistake. I'm lost in the wig. Oh God, oh God. And then it
But
was
it's
just
like trapped on her arm. And just like...
It was like a spider, like she got caught in a spider web. It was like Dracula Dead loving it. Like, oh God, I'm stuck. I made a huge mistake. Meanwhile, Kennedy is just living.
Right.
Pulls off that wig, shakes it out, and she's like Miss Billie Holiday right in front of us. And I was like, oh my God, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
She was so beautiful.
Yeah. It was great. And she definitely deserved to win.
Oh, she won.
So then she, with great responsibility...
Well, yeah, there's that meme. It was like, with great responsibility comes great milk. Sending milk home. Not out of spite. For reasons. On and off camera.
Milk.
And Trixie's face! Did you see Trixie's
No, I don't know.
She's like, milk. And Trixie's just like... The judge for next week is Mark Jacobs, which is even
I did
more
see that.
hilarious.
I did see that.
So Milk can't be like, oh, hi, Mark. Oh, my God. Oh, hi, Mark.
Right. Oh, my God. That's
Because
really funny.
I love Mark Jacobs and he's hilarious,
Yes.
and I'm like excited for him to be a judge. Period. That thing, but also like, I mean,
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
too good.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, she's gonna be so pissed. Oh, she's just gonna be so vindictive about it. Oh, I can't wait. I love that we have Thorgy and now Milk too, just ready with daggers, like.
Well, I did love that. I mean, Kennedy had 5 wig change. No, 6 if you count when she snatched her own wig in the challenge. I mean,
That's sure.
her wigs this week.
Yep,
It was
flying.
just like, wigs. She's not gonna have any left for the show. Wigs. It was good. I liked it a lot. Yeah, so she sends Milk home, and then, I mean, Milk was just so...
I will continue to make you proud. I will do things that nobody else has ever done.
And then, like, basically just points at all the other queens, like, I can't wait to do stuff that no one else has ever done. And it's like, that's like, come on. Like, she's being very rude.
She was more original on her first season than now. And I'm like, well, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was very excited for Milk's looks.
Me too. And we never got the looks. We just got the tude.
Yeah.
And I was over the tude.
It was good TV. I'm loving this.
Yeah, that's fair. I never hated her.
No, I was never like, ah!
When she didn't go far enough. I guess if she had been here for 4 more weeks, I would have been like, fuck this noise.
Okay, I've had enough.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
This is stupid. She's so childish.
So childish.
And Ru comes on, hey, kitty girl. Blessed be, or whatever. And then I didn't understand this, and maybe I just missed something.
You haven't seen the last of me. Wagon Wheel Watusi.
Wagon Wheel Watusi. And I was like, my God. Okay, I mean, I understand it's Cher from Burlesque. It's Cher saying that in Burlesque, but what does that have to do with anything? Like,
I don't know. Was it like a reference to Chad as Cher? I didn't either, but I was here for it.
We get Chad in Alaska back, and then start doing the Macarena.
Oh my God.
And then just like dirty dancing, and I was like,
so stupid.
What's this? It's so silly.
I love it.
But it's just getting sillier every week.
Yes.
It was a good episode.
It was.
I feel like, because bad improv is just like the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah.
Like it's literally the worst. I mean, there's worse things, but it's so uncomfortable.
Sure.
That I really feel like you're right. They should have given them a second take or given them some direction or
well, and I just feel like
or even just have Ru or Michelle come around the table to the workroom and have them workshop it with them. I mean, I get it, they're all stars, they're supposed to just like be able to do it, but
whatever.
I want to see the best performances,
and
I want to see them grow and be better.
Exactly.
Be funny and not be uncomfortable and be like,
I just want to see more happen in this show.
Yeah.
I feel like All Stars tends to just be this like, and now do this thing that you've already prepared.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's not as much fun.
Mm-mm.
I want to see them squirm. I want to see them learn. I want to see them challenged.
So, next week, Snatch Game. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like.
Yeah.
Make sure to share. Make sure to support us on Patreon, please. Thank you. We will see you next Thursday with Snatch Game. It's going to be so good. Cheers.
Oh, I cheers to myself.
You cheers to yourself.